Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. Of course, I am outside in a different environment, but that does not stop this freedom chain because I want to bring you something on Independence Day that will make you smile from ear to ear and your heart because the ATF's illegitimate push against our gun rights is being realized by the far left, and for exactly what it is, a dead in the water because Chevron Deference overruling it, which is what we've covered since that ruling actually came down. I'm about to walk you through something that shows you their mindsets from the Huffington Post. This is something that we hit consistently, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Write down in the comments field. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And with that, beautiful people, let's start the Independence Day greatness. This is something that I've been wanting to share with you guys for about 3 to 4 days. But I'll be honest with you, all the Game of Thrones action between Harris, Biden, Newsom, Whitmer, is it Biden, is it not, has really taken a lot of our attention because that is pivotal to our gun rights. But there is time, and I think Independence Day is a great day to show you this bad boy. Check this out. Supreme Court ruling threatens to kill Biden gun reforms. Well, wait a minute. I could have sworn beautiful people, I mean handsome people, because some people don't like beautiful people all the time, that it was a guarantee lock. It was common sense gun reform. A majority of the people in the American United States really like it. Well, let's keep going. Again, this article came out on July 1st. Listen to this. The Supreme Court's ruling overturning the long-standing Chevron doctrine on Friday dealt a major blow to the power of federal agencies. It came as a welcome news to gun rights groups. That is absolutely correct because we hit that. But let me develop the story a little bit because the entire underlying premise here is all the gun control regulations that Biden put forward, because it was through the executive bureaucratic state and wasn't passed through Congress, can be undone rather quickly. And that's what we've been preaching for 3 to 4 years now. But let me continue. But facing Republican opposition in Congress to more sweeping reform proposals, the White House has also used the rulemaking authority of the ATF and explosives to pursue 2 other gun safety measures, which we've covered. This is the backstory here. It's what they're trying to bring their people up to speed on. Last year, the ATF reclassified guns equipped with pistol braces as short-barreled rifles under the National Firearms Act of 1934, as they were used in multiple mass shootings, which is not true. The devices do not alter the destructive capacity of the pistol, although they can make them easier to aim. Amazing how all of a sudden they don't alter them, right? Always pay attention to the language changes and verbiage. Again, this is from the Huffington Post. The ATF rule did not ban pistol braces, but tightened the requirements for buying them and slapped them with a $200 tax by classifying them alongside short-barreled shotguns, suppressors, and pre-1986 machine guns. Now, of course, what they're leaving out there is they also applied a penalty of jail time and financial fine if you did it, but you know what? Let's not get muddled down in the details. Anyway, let me continue. I'm getting to the point here and how they're openly decrying the idea that their wet dream of control outside of Congress is coming to an end. And this year, the ATF enacted a farther-reaching rule that altered the definition of what it means to be engaged in business of dealing firearms. Before the change, the agency only considered people dealers if they earned a living selling guns, in an effort to crack down on unlicensed gun dealers. However, the lawmakers who passed the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, John Cornyn, tweaked the definition of engaged in the business to apply to people who sold guns primarily to earn a profit. The White House directed the ATF the following year to issue a new rule specifying who would need a federal firearms license to sell guns. So as we go through this article, understand what's happening. The left doesn't know what the ATF rulemaking process are. They don't know what Chevron deference are. All they know is gun equal bad. Therefore, if you attack gun, then it bad, it good. That's all they know. But what they don't understand is the way in which they went about it in order to get a short-term gain by circumventing Congress to usurp power from them through the executive branch, something we've been doing for decades, or actually, they've been doing it for decades, but we've been saying it for years now. It's coming to an end through the Chevron deference ruling. Again, we're going to get to this right here. Check this out. But both ATF changes stand on shakier ground. See that? Shakier ground. They never say that unless they're openly losing. Since the Supreme Court overturned the Chevron versus National Resource Defense Council, which had given agencies wide latitude to interpret ambiguous laws. Wow. Wide latitude to interpret ambiguous laws. That was said. Friday's ruling shifts the power to the courts. Quote, by overruling Chevron, the court properly restored our constitutional order by ensuring that the judicial branch, rather than the executive, interprets the law. Randy Kozik, executive director of the NRA Institute for Legislative Action, wrote in a statement. The ruling benefits NRA's ongoing efforts to hold Biden's rogue ATF accountable for exceeding its authority and punishing peaceable gun owners. And that's the whole point. The entire idea of this article from the Huffington Post is they are decrying the idea that the confines of Congress have been circumvented by the executive bureaucracy. The SCOTUS came in and corrected the angle, and no one on the left knows what Chevron deference is. So they've got to spend all of their time educating people on what Chevron deference is, was, and what it used to be, and what the new ruling is going forward. This is the benefit of where we are, and this is kind of why I'm doing this whole video. Understand, we have been so fine-tuned and so detailed into this, we knew exactly what it meant when it dropped. We knew the ATF regulations that were going to be in trouble immediately. We knew all the rulings and all the ways and tactics that the left was using are going to be destroyed through this one ruling. The left had no idea. So understand, the media has to spend time educating them before getting them all riled up. Meanwhile, they can't even decide if they want Biden, they want Harris, they want Gavin, they want Newsom, they want Whitmer, all these different people. Guys, we are winning, and I'm going to wrap with this really quickly. The Supreme Court's ruling will only bolster the case against the ATF rules, according to the NSSF. The engaged in business rule and the pistol brace rule are dead on arrival, said NSS spokesperson Mark Oliva. They just need a day in court, and that is a perfect way to wrap this up. Because of the Chevron deference, because of the Bruin decision, because of the Cargill decision, because of all the wins that we're getting in the court, it is literally only a matter of time until all of this is ripped out from the root. And that's before a new executive takes power, because right now Biden's polling like -8 underneath Trump. Guys, this is a heck of a time to be alive. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you got that notification bell on. You weren't victimized by that pesky algorithm, because this is a time you're going to tell your children, your grandchildren, and anybody who will listen about, because this is fire. And that's what I've got for you guys. Have the best Independence Day you could possibly imagine. I will see you on the next one.